yesterday, it was my first meeting, having assumed office last February. And I wasn't sure what to expect, but I can tell you what I saw, I was very impressed with it. The idea of having each country come and give a report, brief as it is, on their activities, their challenges, what they plan to achieve in the future and so on, helps us all when we hear the experiences of all the various heads of delegations. From that standpoint, the fact that they chose to focus on climate change this year is of particular significance to Jamaica because, you know, as I said in my statement, for us, climate change is not a fiction because we have to live with the consequences of it on a daily basis. So from that standpoint, we were very encouraged and we were very impressed with the presentations. Coming closer to the discussion with the Secretary General, I found him, first of all, a very likable person and a person who understands the situation as it relates to Jamaica in particular and generally small developing countries. We discussed the possibilities of transitioning out of sugarcane, which was a main economic activity of Jamaica. But I hasten to remind him that it is not something that can be done overnight because a lot of people depend on the sugar industry. We have approximately 50,000 workers in the industry, and there are communities around the estates that depend on the estates for their livelihood. So what in our transition, we have to be very careful that what replaces it comes on stream within a reasonably short time and is able to provide the economic benefit to the people who are impacted by this change. So we also discuss our difficulties with sustaining a steady path in agricultural development because of a lack of appropriate irrigation and other factors that cause us, such as ones we have no control over, the weather, the climate, and of course with climate change it impacts on us even more severely. So the question of being able to have sustainable agriculture that will supply our local demands, and if we do it well, whatever we are engaged in expanding, then if we do that well and satisfy local demand, it will reduce the amount of imported agricultural produce that we import and save foreign exchange. And in addition to that, once we get up to being able to export, then we will begin to earn foreign exchange. It is in that context that we, I think, had a very good understanding as to the areas of specific assistance that can be given to us by the FAO. So we're looking forward to a very healthy relationship and one that is founded on the past of good relations with our delegations that have attended here. And I'm sure we're going to work well together in the future.